everybody to another episode of the Gaming Weekend here with me and John.
Yep.
So, last episode, we got some advice from Mr. Lee that I don't think we actually listened to at all. We were busy talking about
it. It was mainly like blah, 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 blah.
We were talking about how Tumblr is done things. It strikes me, so I didn't think about this until we started planning out the next session.
Yeah.
But I think by the very nature of how early we're taping this and how late this is going to come out. Because we tape this show, like, well in advance of it being released to the public.
Yeah.
I can only imagine that a lot of the topical things we talk about are going to be so dated by the time.
I don't know.
Well, we got it. We're so far 2 months in advance. And I think this is...
I don't think people are going to still be complaining about no more porn on Tumblr.
No, well, you know, the internet.
Which, can I just say, it's going to... Like, if I ever go on my Tumblr again, it's going to be nice not to have to worry about, all of a sudden, porn blog.
Well, I mean, this episode's coming out on March 9th, which day after my 23rd. Hey! Thanks in advance for all
Happy super early birthday.
Happy early birthday
or
for
happy
me.
Late birthday.
Well, I guess this episode will be... When it's released, it'll be a belated birthday. And when we're taping it, it's super early.
Yeah.
So...
I got both covered.
Yeah, you did. You're all over the place. Which maybe, I don't know. Actually, I'm lucky. My birthday's falling on a Friday. Maybe I should try to do something. If people are available. Which they probably won't be.
But, I have no idea what I'm going...
No one let's be real here. No one has a clue right now what they're doing in March. Like, that's not...
Yeah, but you see, I don't know if I'm still going to be working at my first job.
Or your new one.
Or my new one.
So let's talk about this. Because this will be coming out late enough that I'm certain it's safe to talk about.
Yeah.
So, at the moment we're taping this, which is December of 2018, John is working 2 jobs.
Yep.
So he's working now at the public library.
Yep, and the local music store.
And the local music store, which I don't like calling it the local music store because it's a chain.
Well,
he's working at a chain.
I am
store.
working at the music store at our local mall.
At the local mall, which I'm just throwing it out there. There's a cooler music store a couple miles down the road from your mall.
Are you talking about Follies?
No, I didn't know. That's an instrument store, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
I was talking more. There's this cool record store that's in Reevesville.
Oh, okay.
That if you keep going down, I think it's 19 is the road that goes through Westover.
Your guess is as good as mine right now.
I don't know the numbers. It's on your way to the mall. Like if instead of going up the hill, you just keep going through the wood there.
Yeah.
Eventually, you reach this town called Reevesville, and they've got this like really cool vinyl record shop that's like built into a church, and it's like really cool. They got some good stuff there. I got a Genesis album on vinyl, and when I say that, I mean good Genesis, not Phil Collins. Peter Gabriel.
So Jacob has, like, the opposite of a hard-on for Phil Collins, but I like him.
Here's the thing. I give Phil Collins credit. He can pull off good stuff, and In the Air Tonight is the jam to end all jams. Like, that drum break will never be topped. I will give credit where credit's due. That do-doom, 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 that laid out the sound of the 80s. In drums. Mind you, it had already been laid out on Peter Gabriel's Intruder, which Phil Collins had already drummed on. I'm just saying,
guys,
that drum
what have you done?
The gated drum sound first appears on Peter Gabriel's 3rd album when Phil Collins was drumming on that. And then he used it again for face value and everyone went, oh yeah, Phil Collins. Mm-hmm. But Peter Gabriel did it a year before and he did it first. And he did it really flippin' good. But I'm just saying. I mean, come on, dude. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer's a jam. You can have a steam train if you just lay down your tracks. You can have an airplane flying if you bring your blue sky back.
Oh my gosh.
All you gotta do is call him and he'll be anything you need. You ever see that music video that was like done by Aardman Animation, who are the guys that did like Wallace and Gromit?
I don't think so.
That's a goodie. That's a good music video. I mean, that's the thing, like, so a tangent. Oh, yeah, so John's working 2 jobs.
Yep.
He's working at the public library and at a lesser retail chain music store.
Yep. Which we're not going to say the name of.
We won't say the name of.
Because I don't know where this conversation is going.
Well, because I just want to get your opinions on working at the different places. Because this is the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that you are doing 2 jobs at once.
Yes.
You are a perpetually busy man.
Yes.
Like, I've never known a moment for you to rest, which I think is insane.
You're not wrong.
You know, but you are always busy. And you are now currently working 2 jobs, and one of these jobs I think was always meant for you. The other one is just the job you had before. And
yeah.
I want to get your opinions on how the working the 2 jobs is, because I think it could be good fodder. But at the same time...
Well, so here's the thing. The job at the music store is really nice. I have one good coworker. I have one good manager, and one who I do not care for as much, and one who the jury is still out on. So, like, when I'm working with people I like... Everything's fine. Like, and I mean, it's like this at every job, but the other people I work with are really no bueno. But then library, it's the first couple days.
You and me, kid. Are you in Spider-Man, or are you out? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. But
no, you're good. The library, the public library. So far, I've only had 3 days there. It's very laid back, very nice. Like, honestly, guys, I'm just a warm body. Like,
is it too soon to tell? So far with the library thing?
No.
Or is it like you got a good sense already of how that's gonna go?
I kind of have a good sense. It's just...
Great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics.
Oh, wow. Osborne's a douche canoe.
As opposed to his other appearances where he's not a douche canoe.
Yeah.
You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
The heart, Osborne. First you go for the heart.
Yeah. But, like, the library, like, I've had 3 shifts there, right? And it doesn't even feel like working. You just, like, wow, like, at the end of the day, like, I go out, the sun, like, it's not dark out, and I'm like, wow, I don't want to kill myself.
Woo. See, I mean, that's the truth of it, is that I am of the theory that if you are doing the job you like, then that is A-okay.
Yeah.
You know, because then if it becomes not work and just becomes like, here's my place to be. You know, I mean, for me, that was the radio station for the first couple of years. It was like, I worked there like all the time, but I never felt like, oh man, I'm going to work. It was like, okay, I'm now just going to go to my spot and be where I'm supposed to be.
And I mean, not going to lie, job at the music store was actually kind of like that. Even the movie theater. The main thing was just like people I worked with.
Are just uncool.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's every job, though. There's always like those.
There's always one person, which is why I'm still at the music store.
See, here comes the next new feature of this game.
Yeah.
So we talked over that whole scene, but essentially, Norman Osborn shut down Dr. Octavius' his funding.
I caught that.
And Harry is in Europe.
Yeah.
And he's got these research stations, and it's time to go check up on those.
So, you wanted to talk about Avatar.
Oh, yes. So, in the grand tradition of nothing being original anymore,
Gosh. Good start.
Netflix has decided to remake Avatar for live-action consumption. And I am very, very, very perplexed as to why. because of multiple reasons. A, why are they remaking something again? 2, why are they doing it on Netflix? 3, why are they doing it live action when the show is one of the most beautifully animated shows you can find? 4, why are they doing it in such close proximity to the original and to its sequel show? And you can use that one as well, sir. Like, that is... This is the first one to do. And then the last one, honestly, why would you go the live action route when we have already seen a live action version of Avatar be remade and it was not good?
To be fair, so okay, wait. Remind me of your first point.
Okay, so here's probably my first point.
And I'll respond one at a time.
Okay, so let's unpeel this onion like Shrek. So, first point. Why are they remaking Avatar?
Okay, so for that one, I think it's kind of connected to what I believe is your third point. By the way, what am I doing here?
You're trying to collect smog clouds. You go through these smog clouds. If you look above you, you want to swing through that and collect the chemicals that are in the smog.
That's all I'm doing?
Yep.
Okay.
But this is how you get research tokens, so then you can get more things.
Okay.
So my first point.
Yeah, so your first point, why are they remaking it? At the end of the day, it was popular. Like,
but is it not still popular?
Yes. But I mean, you don't see the merchandise, which is, you know, that's the big driving thing.
I know, but that was one of those things where it was like, it was a bit of a cult show. It has its audience, but it was not. I remember when it was on.
Yeah.
Like, and when it was first airing. And the thing was, it was up against SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, and Jimmy Neutron, and Danny Phantom. Like, Nickelodeon in the early 2000s
was fire.
Was on fire. And mind you, that is total audience dependency. Because I get that there's a whole crew of 90s kids, of which I wish I was one, but alas, I was born in 96, so the 90s were over by the time I was 3. So, or 4. So, like, I get that there are people who think that the Nicktoon craze was over once SpongeBob showed up. I would argue that the second wave was, like, pretty freaking iconic.
Yeah.
And Avatar was the show. It was amazing. But it was not as immediately gripping as the other shows were. And in fact, I would argue that Nick only heavily advertised the first year. And then not again. The
As much as I love Avatar and how season 1 does indeed have its moments, first season is the weak.
It is the weakest. It is the light-hearted version to sell it to the network. It gets more emotional heft in seasons 2 and 3. In a sense, it's almost like the Star Wars trilogy. Season 1 is like A New Hope. Season 2 is Empire Strikes Back. And then Season 3 is like Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And it works, too, because Mark Hamill is the Fire Lord.
Yeah, he is.
There's a lot of connections to be made there, actually. But if it's merchandising...
Oof.
Okay, so Spider-Man just straight up got run over. I'm not going to ignore that. But,
Great light on that one.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was not. That was a front lit to hell. That was, like, bad.
Anyway.
So,
I don't know. I think the reason why they're remaking is because they did want to do a live action one.
They didn't want to do a live action one?
They do. They did. We can't pretend that, like, M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar was good at all. Like, we had Dev Patel, and he did his best.
I mean, like, I don't know. It was like, Shyamalan was not on a good streak. He's
bouncing back,
for that
I'm really happy because
has Glass come out yet?
Huh?
Has Glass come out yet?
No, it probably will have come out by the time this comes out, though.
Because Because I know he's now trying to make the Shyamalan cinematic universe, which is insane. And
I mean...
But, like, I'm also into it.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
Did you see Split?
Yes.
I did too, and...
Wild.
It was wild. I mean, let's give credit where credit's due to James McAvoy, who, like...
Acted the heck out of that.
Acted the heck out of it. There were moments of his performance that were, you know...
A bit much.
A bit much. There were people in the theater when I watched it, because I watched it in the movie theater, and there were people who were laughing at him. But, like, he was still pretty good.
If Harry were here, he could talk some sense into his dad.
But he's in Europe, where he can't talk sense to his dad.
Yeah. But, like, anyway, M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar, not good.
No. Everyone knows this.
I think the fact that they want to, like, do it again and do it right is not something that we should, like, shit on them for.
I know, but here's some things, though, that I think they are immediately going into this with a disadvantage. There's 4. Maybe 5. Okay, 6. There's 6 major things that they are going into this live action thing that are, I think, on the whole, is gonna hurt them.
Okay.
No Mako. No Mark Hamill. No Mae Whitman. No Dante Bosco. And no Jack DeSena. I think that is gonna be harmful. And no Grey DeLisle either.
I mean, we knew that from the beginning. That
is hard. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, no one is Iroh but Mako, and they tried.
Aside from Greg Baldwin.
Yeah, but even he doesn't have the.
I mean, Mako is irreplaceable.
He's affecting an accent that was just Mako's.
You're ignoring
natural.
The main thing about it, of how it's a reimagining.
And I'm gonna cut the debate off there. From this point, it pretty much turns into a debate with me and John over the merits of casting, which I actually think is one of the lesser important qualities of a movie. It's important, but I don't think it's omni-important. Though I will leave you with these 2 questions. Number 1, what exactly is it that's differentiating a remake from a reimagining? Aren't those pretty much just industry buzzwords used to generate attention? And 2, why do we keep fueling Hollywood's obsession with reimagining movies when we could be really encouraging them to fund original ideas and upcoming new groundbreaking filmmakers? Questions to come back to in the future. The same thing applies to the Batman films. For a long, long time, people could not disconnect live-action Joker from Jack Nicholson, because Jack Nicholson was so iconic in that role. Yeah, and then it took until Heath Ledger for them to really push it to the next level. And now people...
Heath Ledger's... nothing against his performance.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that people hyped up Heath Ledger's performance for so long, because I didn't see Heath Ledger as the Joker for a long time.
No, The Dark Knight was the last of the...
Dark Knight Rises.
Well, no. I mean, there was the last one you saw of the Christopher Nolan trilogy. Because I remember you said to me you had seen Batman Begins and then you'd seen Dark Knight Rises and you hadn't seen The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that's fascinating.
It wasn't intended. But, Heath Ledger's Joker it's good. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. It's a great performance. I love it. But as far as, comic book Joker goes, we have not seen a definitive Joker. Because, Heath Ledger's Joker, he's an anarchist, he's a terrorist, but, at the end of the day, it's Christopher Nolan's Batman universe where he's a good Joker. And that's not a bad thing, it's just... I feel like that's a distinction that needs to be made. Well, and then that was why it was, initially, I was like, okay, Jared Leto is Joker, I'll be here for it. He wanted to go, some shamanistic way. I didn't hate it, but Jared Leto...
If we're going to talk about context in the films, then we should talk about the fact that if we're making the distinction, I would say, yes, there's a difference between... So Burton went for a comic book approach. It was very stylized in his Burton way.
Yeah.
It was a mixture of noir and, comic book stylization. Nolan took a more artisan approach and actually sidelined a lot of the comic book elements to just make a more thought-provoking philosophical action film.
Yeah.
More so than a Batman film. That's the case of all three of those movies.
Yeah.
And it harms 1 and 3 more than it does 2. I think 2 gets away with it purely because of Heath Ledger, actually. But,
see... People...
in the context of the DC CU, or like EU or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You have to think that Jared Leto is playing a Joker who's that way in the context of a film universe where Lex Luthor is also being portrayed as a Joker-type figure. So now there's 2 of them running around. And that then brings out the goofy elements of the Joker a lot more. And I think that is harmful to it.
I'll be honest, I don't think I can really say that Jared Leto, reached the Joker. I know, a lot of his scenes were cut, but...
I'll be honest with you. From what I saw of Jared Leto's Joker performance, I never... liked it.
It was not good.
It was try hard. It was so flippin' try hard. I mean, a lot of his performances are try hard anyway. But, because I don't think Jared Leto's a very good actor. That was the thing. A lot of that was very much now we're trying to be edgy. I mean, that's...
I didn't mind the tattoos. The damaged tattoo on the forehead was a bit much. I liked the hand tattoo of the smile. I thought that was kind of cool. But, what were we originally going with this?
We were talking about Avatar and how it'll be hard for whoever to get in live action to replace the original actors. Well, actually, let me move on to a part of the discussion that I would actually prefer to have even more so than this. So, what I don't get either is, why are they doing it in such close proximity to... You've been spotted, by the way.
By who?
By that guy right over there.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Maybe you should have surveyed the land before...
I'm sure it's fine.
So, explain to me, we're now this close to the original anyway. I don't get why they're remaking it. It's only been 10 years.
So, do you want to know what I think? I think they should have done, and I haven't seen much of Avatar Korra, but they should have done Avatar 1.
Yeah, and you talked to me about this too, and I agree with you. I think they should have done an animated 1, personally. I think they should have done an HD remaster of the original. Because the thing that I will grant Korra, I don't think it's a bad show inherently. I think that they did a lot of mistakes and that had to do a lot of network meddling. But the one thing I will give Korra that I can't give to Avatar, it's beautiful depiction of everything. I mean, that animation style in 1080 and widescreen and all those landscapes and lighting effects looks so cinematic. And we can only compare it to the original Avatar, which also is a very beautiful looking show.
Yeah.
But it is in 4:3, 480.
Yeah,
and
different time.
If you look at it on digital releases and everything, very pixelated, very pastel in color choice, particularly in the first season. You know, I think it could use with a graphical overhaul.
Well, they did the release of the Blu-ray, right?
Has that come out yet? Or
yeah.
Oh shit! I need to pick that up. Because I wanted that too. I wanted to see it on Blu-ray. I'm more against the idea that, like, why must we be every 10 years let's remake something that already exists?
Well, they haven't done it to Harry Potter yet.
No, they're doing a different thing, which is make a sequel series prequel series, I guess.
Well, I thought you were talking about Cursed Child.
Well, Cursed Child came out too. Wasn't that a theater thing?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
That was like bizarre. What was the story there?
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
It had moments where you're like, oh wow, she's... Oh shit. This is hilarious. This is hilarious.
But I mean, the thing I have with Avatar, it's the same exact thing I have, honestly, with, like, Lion King. Like, I saw one person on Facebook post a side-by-side comparison of the live-action Lion King with the original, and it's like a shot-by-shot remake, and I'm like, well, why are you doing it again?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I guess maybe I'm just too idealistic. But I'm of the belief that if a movie holds up, if it still looks beautiful, if people still watch it all the time, if it still does good on the home video sales, why are you then spending money to make another version of it that doesn't change anything? And, like, someone actually posted on it, it's the same person said, I hope that kids realize that this remake that they're making of The Lion King, this isn't for them. It's for us, the kids of the 90s who grew up with it back then. I'm like, is that really your outlook? Is your outlook on when they remake movies, like, here it's for you, the people who already have the original to go back to? That's really the audience you think is being intended to see the remake? It's not. It's for the people who haven't seen the original. To which I would argue, show them the original instead of continuously making lesser things. Because, I mean, that was the problem with Beauty and the Beast, of which I'm not even a big fan of the original either, but there was nothing in the live-action Beauty and the Beast.
The problem with the live-action Beauty and the Beast is that they didn't have Cogsworth and Lumiere in it as much.
I would not argue that's the problem. I would argue the problem is that they changed fundamental aspects of the characters and made them worse characters. I would argue that the only character who was improved upon was Belle's father, who was played by Kevin Kline and did a great job with it, and they turned him from, like, an incompetent who really can't look after anyone to just, like, a Belle's misunderstood, clockmaker. I would say that the introduction of the mirror that can take them, the book that can take them anywhere, is pointless.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless.
Because then why are they not able to leave the castle if they can go anywhere they want to at any time? What is the... I would argue that no shot in the movie, and actually, I went into the Beauty and the Beast live-action remake waiting for the moment when they would do the Beauty and the Beast song, and then they would have that shot. Here's the only shot I wanted them to remake in live action, is the shot where they move from the chandelier down to the floor, and in 2D drawn animation, it moves like an actual film camera. Like, that is amazing that they did that. Like, that, I mean, that's why the film was nominated for Best Picture. Not even Best Animated Picture. Best Film at the Academy Awards that year. Like, the first animated film ever to get that, because it is so f***ing beautifully animated that it almost is like actual real camera movement. And there was not a single shot like that in the live-action remake. And to me, that's like, if something that was drawn on paper by people looks better than the movie that was filmed on actual cameras with real-life human beings manning them, you've f***ed up somewhere. Like, actually, Lindsay Ellis made a good point about the Beauty and the Beast remake, where she talked about how in the original, when the Beast saves Belle from the wolves, and then they start to get to know each other, it's over that, like, they're like doing things together, and it's over that period of time and stuff. And Belle falls for him because he rescues her and everything.
Yeah.
And in the remake, like, he shows her the library just as like a.
Oh.
You read that stupid, like, Romeo and Juliet shit, but here's some good stuff. Like, he does it as a, like, sort of like, oh, well, look, of course you would like that book because it's bad. Here's my better one. She's like, that's really shitty to do of the Beast. Like,
I mean, he's not a great person.
they're remaking Mulan, they're remaking Dumbo, they're remaking...
You know what I wish they were remaking?
What?
Hercules.
Here's the thing. Because they would be doing it live action.
Yep.
Here's the thing with me. I would like to see someone do another animated version of Hercules and base it more on Gerald Scarfe's original designs. Because have you seen those?
Mm-mm.
They're amazing. I mean, they're amazing to look at. Because, I mean, Gerald Scarfe did the stuff for The Wall. And that was some amazing stuff to see. I mean, his design work did heavily influence how the film looks, but it still's got a Disney look to it.
Yeah.
But, like, his depiction of Hercules is, like, so stylized. It looks amazing. I'd like to see someone do a version of that in the Gerald Scarfe animation style.
I just really want a live-action Hercules.
See, so this is what I mean. Like, unlike Batman, like, Spider-Man's got an understanding with the cops. Batman's only got an understanding with Jim Gordon, but, like, Spider-Man's got a whole...
And
like,
Harvey Bullock and Renee Montoya, sometimes.
Ooh, that's a Nathan Drake hop right there.
Landing and everything.
We're not all donut eaters.
Oof.
Oh, but they are tasty, though. Did you see... Okay, so I've been watching The Amazing World of Gumball recently.
Yeah.
Because I think that show is the funniest, most original animated family sitcom since The Simpsons. And I'm not even kidding when I say that. And literally, they have a police chief on that show who is just a donut. He's literally just a donut.
Brilliant.
And he like, his mouth is like the giant donut hole in the middle. And it is amazing.
Why? How can I get... Oh my gosh.
Like, all the other cops are just like cups of coffee and like all this other stuff. Well.
Hey, I'm tired.
Well, it's been late. I mean, it's like 8:30 when we're recording this now. And we've been here since like 3, so it's been like a 5-hour session.
Yeah.
And surprisingly to me, we've taped about as many episodes as Nick, Rob, and I did when we did Battle for Bikini Bottom, and those were like shorter episodes.
You know, it'd be cool if we could play as Mayday Parker.
Mayday Parker?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Peter and Mary Jane's daughter.
Oh.
Becomes like Spider-Girl after Peter retires. Before they're like, no, Peter has to like sell his soul to the devil.
Well, you know, like Joe Quesada, he hated their relationship. It was just, that was how it was. He said that it was impossible to have good conflict while they were in a happy marriage together, so...
Right.
Gotta push it forward. That's one of the
How do I get through this?
Maybe climb on the wall, you know.
Oh, yeah, I am Spider-Man.
You are Spider-Man.
Hang on.
I'm blocked. Anything you can do?
I can do that.
What was that?
Subway, maybe. Let's hustle. Place is unstable.
Okay, that definitely wasn't a subway.
No. Sounded like explosives.
And that sounds like demons.
I'm trying... Oh.
Ceiling. Johnny?
It's not... There we go.
Just suck it up.
Demons are already gone. How'd they beat us here?
Must be a back door. See if
A back door to the secret cave entrance? Oh, it's the demons.
Let's fight them.
Stay here.
Hell no. It'll take both of us to stop them.
No, it won't.
And some of these.
He's too good. He's not gonna make this, I think.
Oh.
Find cover!
It's time to fight some demons. Off you go. So now you can electric shock enemies, which will become profoundly useful. And I think there is one of the suits you can get where I think you actually get it after this mission, maybe. But if you get it, then the ability you get is you can shock all the enemies with each hit you get.
Yeah.
And it is so helpful.
You know, it would be.
Oh, look what also has been unlocked.
Ooh.
The Stark suit, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Does it have Karen?
That's the important question.
That's the important question. Is Karen included?
Karen was one of the best parts of Homecoming.
She was, yes. I mean, if they're gonna have Spider-Man's version of Jarvis, they might as well have it be Karen. Ooh, oh, oh, oh! It hurts me.
It hurts me too.
It probably hurts you more than me.
Ow.
Okay, that hurts me. Ooh. Devlin Davis, don't stop.
I'll catch up.
Ooh. See, I get in the hang of it.
See, I think something that is that I think you're acclimated to doing is because of the energy that you have with you, is that you are tapping when sometimes it is time to hold.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've been noticing is that you'll like be going for it and then you start swinging to like the next thing. And there is a way to master that. If you like get on that and then immediately hit X to get off of it, it's good for a speed boost. But when you're not doing that, you really just kind of want it, yeah. Because then scenarios such as this happen. Because that seems to be the thing, is that there's a lot of, like, here you go, like, tap, 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 and then it's registering different kinds of moves than what should be happening. Alright, you need to, yeah.
How do I...
Just do the same thing you do on the every time you're on a car. We'll see how this is just kind of happening. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Ooh, I mean...
You're making it. You're making it happen. It's working out for you. And now you gotta... Uh-oh, shit. Oh, no.
Nope. We're not doing this again.
This is, you've only got to take out the driver. Come on. Man, this is they really...
This is... I'm just
come on.
getting a little bit tired.
It's the reflexes are slowing down, I see.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh.
You know, I had a similar situation like this happen to me.
Shut up.
No, I don't. I told the story and then we deleted the tape where I told the story.
Yeah.
So I needed to tell the story at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as dramatic as this, but I did get whacked by a semi. Spider-Man didn't save my car, though. I had to kind of make that up myself. Ooh.
Oh, I didn't even realize the subway. It's just like...
Just the look on his face. That did happen to me, though. That was exactly what happened to me. I had to...
Yo, this guy's a hero.
I know, man. Jefferson Davis.
Oh no, he didn't die, did he?
No, he's okay. He's alive.
Oh, good.
I mean, like, I won't lie. When he first showed up, I was really expecting, like, and he's too good of a cop to not be dead.
I was surprised Aaron Cash made it all the way through the Arkham games. Happy, but surprised.
Surprised.
So are you supposed to be here?
More than you. After that auction house thing, the Bugle put me on the city beat, which means I get to focus full time on real stories like this. And the demons.
You know the
the
closer you get to
demons.
them, the more you become a target, right?
The closer I get, the better chance we have to stop them.
So her plot thread is gonna be she wants to be your partner.
Officer Davis.
Okay.
Watson, Daily Bugle.
No comment.
I don't blame you. But these guys are gonna tell their story with or without you. And they thrive on controversy.
So what's your angle?
I don't have one. I just listen.
Okay. Hop in.
She's good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, ladies
Alright,
and gentlemen.
folks, I think that's a good place to call it for today.
Yep, I'm getting tired.
John's getting tired, and it's getting late in the evening.
Yep, I work tomorrow.
Yeah, man, he's got that 9 to 5 job he's got to do.
Well, it's actually more like a 10 to 10:30.
Okay, so now you can fast travel, which,
Who cares?
well,
Oh, you're gonna make me do it.
they're gonna make you do it. But actually, it's entertaining to see the fast travel system.
Where is his apartment?
You passed it over. Just,
God.
it's the only landmark that is highlighted right now. So it's entertaining to see for like a little bit.
Yeah.
So, because this is what you get a special loading screen if you fast travel, which is
Okay.
yeah. You get he hangs out with people on the subway and he's like taking selfies with others and it's nice, you know.
You know, I
So
like that.
so it's not awful, but it's also like, you know,
It's
hey, I want to swing through New York.
Yeah.
So anyway,
All right. That moment, ladies and gentlemen.
I would
We
say.
will see you next time.
Alright, and as John walks out of the recording studio, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you like what you see. Ding the bell to be notified about when new videos come out. Be sure to smash that like button and share the video with your friends. There's going to be videos up on the screen there that give you more of me and more of John. And we will see you all next week. Bye! Bye!